Streamlabs won't capture Plants vs. Zombies. You don't hear me at all? Because the game music. Okay. Alright. Can you hear me now? Is there like a really big delay or something? That's way more than 8 seconds. That's like a 15, 16 second, 15, 20 second delay. Jeez, okay. Came and gone a little, okay. I might have my microphone turned down. Alright. Hopefully that's better. Streamlabs will not game capture Plants vs. Zombies for me. The screen capture and window captures don't even see Plants vs. Zombies as an option. So my only option is display capture. But I made a new profile, so you can see I have one already. Let's go. And yes, I'm I have beat this game probably at least a dozen times.
The zombies are coming. Brains.
I'm really just here to vibe.
Brains.
Again, since it's just a point and click, I don't need the keyboard. I can see my drink right in front of me, set it off to the side. Each zombie takes 10 Ps to kill. And of course changes with the different variations. I have most of them memorized anyways. Some of the more special zombies I don't, but the basic ones I do. Now I roll out some more sod, so I have 3 instead of 1. And I'll plant some sunflowers so I get sun faster and can plant more. Should be really helpful if the sunflower actually dares. There we go. The more sunflowers you have, the faster you can grow plants. No camera today because I'm using my phone for chat.
The zombies are coming.
So at the rate that peas shoot peas, they take about 2.5 to 3 of these squares to kill the zombie from first hit today. There we go. We're planting them back here as just a safety. kill tag of the aforementioned display capture. Everything that's on my computer screen is captured first string. And I don't want to. Oh, it's showing something that I don't want broadcasted to me.
Zombies are coming. Brains.
Oh shit, I should have. Select. Multitasking. That does not work. Okay, got that. Okay. That was close. That's embarrassing. Okay. Shouldn't hear that jingle for another 2 hours. Okay, so the conehead zombie, the cone gives him an extra 10 hit points, so he takes 20 piece, which is why I put down an pea shooter. always do 2 rows of sunflowers.
Brains.
Sorry about the background noise. I haven't taken my daily medications yet. Gently get them out of the bottles. This jam is so kind to bring me. Well, probably don't need to do walnut. And I pretty much never use the cherry bomb. Okay. Nope. No. I don't do bots. There we go, and now we get to meet Crazy Dave. Greetings, Dave. My name's Crazy Dave. You can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I got a surprise for you. First, I need you to clear your inbox. Here, use your shovel and dig up those plants. Like the digging canoes. He's giving us our first mini game. Goody, off the Splats. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why did I throw a walnut in there? Because I'm crazy. Now go. Go bowl me a winner. I get 3 right off the bat? Okay. I try to leave the explode nuts till the end, till I really desperately need them. Which of course is difficult when that's all I'm being given. Thank you. It can ricochet, but apparently not this time. Nope, it's the wrong direction. Please go down. Actually, I'm just going to There you go. Now that's more. Ricochet. Just there we go. Some zombies on stun. That'll buy me some time. Takes about 2.5 blocks for him to warm up. He's got a charge. And then he blows up in their face. Might actually upgrade this. Not enough time for this to charge. Oh, maybe I will. Save up some. It's probably not the word I want, but an arsenal. There we go. Pretty sure he will jump over that. Yep. That's all I need is him to jump. Now, the pole vaulting zombies also have a hit point of 10, but before they vault, they move at double the speed. Which is why you want to get them to jump early. If it's with a throwaway plant. That sunflower will probably get eaten later. He gave me 2 sons, so he paid for himself before his death. Him being the sunflower in this case. Screw it, I've got the extra sun. Let's just do 3 row, column. I think you guys can see my cursor. Unfortunately, I couldn't. can tell when a sunflower is about to spread out the sun because it starts glowing. That's why I'm constantly targeting them. So I can be ready to grab it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Potato mine got 8, and it's okay. It's just a slow down. Now, once the last zombie dies, the sunflowers will no longer produce sun, but you can still continue to plant. I like making things look even, so I usually finish whatever pattern I've got going. This guy, I love. I love this guy. Snow pea. Straight up. It does the same amount of damage, but it cuts the zombie speed in half, meaning they only get half as far before you kill them. That's right. Pressure the longer it takes to kill the first zombie. There it is. Oh. I wasn't sure if the second zombie would even spawn while the first zombie was still alive. I usually don't let them last that long. So. It's been a while since I started a new game. Now, you'll see that I have a line here that says that my snow peas can be behind my regular pea shooters because they're more expensive, so I want to protect them. Even though there's no way that any of the zombies are going to get far enough to eat them. Snow pea. Sound effect when it first slows the zombie down. As you can see, he's all blue, meaning he's iced, and they will move slower. Go ahead and put another pea shooter up there. I got another cone head down here, so I will plant another snow pea. Wait for that potato mine to get finished. Alright, and to go ahead and do that. I don't actually know for sure how much damage the potato mine deals. I know it can kill a bucket head, which is a step up from the cone head. It's 30 HP. Conehead mine. And I've got 2 blades, so I'm sure it'll be used. was there. Okay. I'll make sure I don't mumble them. Alright. I think that's as quiet as I can get the music without it being totally muted. I do not have any sound effects though. Come on, just a little bit. Nope, still no sound effects there. There it is. There we go. Yeah, that's as low as the sound effects will go without actually hitting. Alright. Last wave. Let's be extra. Where do I want to put the cherry bomb? There we go. Chompers are good, but they take a while. This devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Basically, they're good to put like behind like a walnut or something, because they'll eat up to exactly a square in front of them. So if a zombie stops to eat something, and the chomper is the next column behind, the chomper can reach out and eat them up. But they take a long time to chew, and it is dependent on the amount of hit points that that zombie has. So it would take a lot longer to chew the bucket head than the regular or even the cone head. I always kind of plant them in order of importance. I'd rather have the cherry bomb than the chopper. Cherry bomb can take out more and they cost the same. Really loud or am I just super quiet? I'll have to check that in my settings. I could have sworn I had the game volume turned down. Maybe not enough. I can hear a dog barking. I wonder if it's the striker on the yard. I hope not. It definitely sounds like it's going from the direction. If you didn't know, I found a stray dog on like a back road when I was doing a rover job, doing a pet sitting job. She was very friendly, but clearly malnourished. Like, I could count her ribs. Asked around, nobody on the street seemed to know where she belonged. So I slipped a leash on her, brought her home, feeding her, clean water, all that jazz. But she's been hanging out in the backyard. It'll be 2 weeks on Saturday. I put her on multiple lost pet websites and hadn't gotten any hits or anything, so I don't think anyone's looking for her. Jam said that she had found a stick back there, and he picked it up, went to throw it away, and when he raised the stick over his head, she flinched and hunkered down as if she was used to getting hit. So we're worried she might have been previously abused, which means she probably wasn't lost, she was probably dumped. So we're hoping we can find a forever home for her. She's probably only about a year old, and like I said, she's very sweet. She gets along great with kids, other dogs. She was super chill with like the random stray cats in the neighborhood. But yeah, we cannot have a third dog in the house. We just can't. Oh, hello, Buckethead. You know what? I'm not even gonna fight with you. Thank you for the Prime sub, honey. Got so much sun right now. What to say? I guess I should prioritize the extra shooters in rows that need it, as in have an active threat, but then I got a co-head threat who's just a shooter, so I was like, okay. One of my neighbors works at an animal shelter. She borrowed the microchip scanner, waved it all over this girl. No microchip. She said her daughter and son-in-law was in the house November 17th. They were talking about getting a dog, so she said she'd have them over, look at the dog, see if they wanted to take her, but we haven't seen them yet either. I'm just waiting to see who can get her home. The holding period for found pets in South Carolina is 2 weeks. So after the 2 weeks, you can rehome them if nobody has come forward to claim the animal. If somebody comes forward after that, it's uncertain, a bit of a pain in the ass. It's dependent on the people involved and the animal. Why am I so quiet? Literally, I can barely even hear the music. But I don't want to alt-tab and mess with my settings because so I don't know what to do. Alright, I guess we'll keep going and I'll just try to speak up. Okay. As you can see, I haven't even used the walnuts yet. 3 critters full, he shoots double the amount of peas of the pea shooter. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing alright. It's my first proper day off since I started my new job. I was off Sunday, but I did a rover job. I mean, technically I wasn't completely off today either because I had errands, but tomorrow is Jam's birthday. We got some alcohol. It's the first time either of us has had alcohol in months, so we're just chilling. Happy day off. Yeah. I think I'll be alright at this job for a while. I am not an extrovert by any means, but it's a hell of a lot less stressful than my previous job was. And that's all I really need. So, plus steady hours, the same pay as my previous job. I'm getting $13 an hour. Apparently they usually start at 12, but apparently I was special. So, that's cool. And that's a lot more an hour than most places around here give. Most places around here are at 9 or 10. Okay, let's go ahead and touch you down. Should have done that sooner. But yeah, I'm alright. Almost put that sunflower in the wrong spot. That would have sucked. I have gotten hurt a lot, only because I'm very clumsy and I bruise a little easy. Like I ran into something, tripped over something. I haven't slipped and fallen, but it's a matter of time. Toss those down. That should be alright. I'll go ahead and put them up there. Put this down here. Alright. Your work is doing good. Yep, it's haven't played this in eternity. Yo, I remember just doing the demo version of this, like, probably 50 times. We got the disc. I don't even think we got a disc. I don't know. We got the demo version on my dad's computer way back when, like pre-2014. I mean, probably around 2010, 2012, somewhere in there. The demo version goes until level 3-4, 3-4, which is the pool. It ends right when you get the swash, but I think in the full version you actually unlock stuff in a slightly different order, so I don't remember for sure. It was right before the level where all of them are tiny, because every 5th level is a gimmick, and then every 10th level has like a conveyor belt thing going. But level 3-5 is when, for some reason, all the zombies are tiny. They move double speed, but because they're tiny, it's basically the same speed. That's fun. I'm gonna put that on. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and press that. No, yeah, I probably played that demo, like I said, probably at least 30 times. But like I said, it goes to level 3-4, so I would play this first. I guess it's 34 levels. Lots of times. I've completed the full game. Like I said, probably close to a dozen, more or less. Trying to figure out where the next repeater is gonna go. It's taking forever. Oh, no, I am not waiting while I wait for anything. That's just an older fun game. Yeah. Classic. This is nostalgia vibes. And the reason I played it so much is because it was one of the only games we had, and my dad did not have internet access at that time. I did not have an internet connection at that time. So, you played what you had. And my brother tended to hog the console. We had an Xbox at that time. I think that was even before we got the Wii. But, yeah, so my brother would hog the Xbox, so I was playing repeats on the computer all day. And back then, I was a shut-in. Happy Halloween, by the way. Yeah, I wanted to stream yesterday, but I didn't even get home until 6, after 6. And then we were passing out candy till at least 7:30, and then we made dinner, and by the time we were done eating dinner, it was 8:30, and I knew I had to be up this morning for my errands, so I was like, I always stream for at least 2 or 3 hours. I cannot do that tonight, so I was like, okay, no Halloween stream. If I had streamed last night, I would have had my camera on and been in my masquerade mask, which is super pretty. I've had it since high school. I don't even remember how I got it, but I love it. Oh yeah, my first console was a hand-me-down PS2 from my Uncle Will. Uncle Will has always been my favorite uncle, and he's my favorite because he's the cool uncle. Like, he is the coolest uncle. He works in Hollywood. I guess his title would be producer. He's done a lot of stuff. Man has met Kevin Hart, if that gives you an idea. Like, he's not well known. He prefers to keep his face off camera, but he has made an appearance in some stuff. His most recent projects include Celebrity Prank Wars. He is on screen in a couple of those. He actually got to drive Ludacris around for one of the episodes. I know one of the episodes he was actually visible in was the one with the wrestling sisters. I don't remember their names, but... Okay, if I put this down, are you guys both gonna set it off or no? No? Okay. That's better. Oh yeah, my uncle was super cool. I don't even remember how long ago the PS2 was. No, yeah, I can't even give a rough timeline. It's most of the time's work anyways. I'm pretty sure it was after my parents divorced, so I was at least 9. And then, long after the PS2 crashed and burned, we got a hand-me-down Xbox, original Xbox, from my cousins on my dad's side. Will is my mom's brother. Cousins on my dad's side, my dad's older brothers, boys. I'm not playing on straight because fuck the goddamn bucket head. There, just in case. We had the original Xbox, and my brother, he usually hogged it. But we had a lot of fun doing multiplayer Halo, like original Halo, Combat Evolved. But he raged a couple times, threw a controller on the floor, and one of the triggers never worked again. I think it worked about 1 out of like 20 times. So you couldn't throw grenades. And of course that meant I always had that one. I never got to use the fully functional controller. You miss playing Halo? Your first ever system was Atari 2600. I think that was Jam's first as well too. Blow that shit up. I want a walnut there for concurrency. Screw it, let's do zeros and walnuts. Oh my god, wait, these are regulars. Why are those regulars? Okay, just that one. Okay. A little while after that, we got a Wii. Like the original Wii, not the Wii U. I tended to play the Wii a lot more. He would be on the Xbox phone, and would play on my dad's phone, and I would be on the Wii in the living room. Sometimes we would play together, not often. I'm trying to strategize and talk. It's not working great. That's just tiny bit tipsy. Like, I'm not tipsy enough to even notice that my judgments are compared, so I can tell my reaction time's a little slower. And I feel like warm and fuzzy. No, yeah, so we had the Wii for a little while. At some point, my mom got us an Xbox 360 for Christmas, and by for Christmas, and after Christmas, she went and got the ones that were on discount. Which, fair, single mother, on a budget. I have stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take out counter swap. Give it a second roll of walnuts. Put them in. I don't actually need that many walnuts. I'm trying to keep this moving. for a while. I remember playing a lot of Skylanders. Like the one that had like the little portal and would put you in island and put a little silent and on it and it would put them in the game. Had a lot of fun with that. My favorite Skylander to play was Cinder. She was a dragon, but she was dark, and one of her moves was lightning, and I just really liked that. But also, I tend to play only female characters, anyways. Some point the 360 moved to my dad's house. I don't remember when or why. I feel like it was before my mom moved out, but it doesn't make sense because my mom got the Xbox while living in that house. But we ended up playing, I mean this in the most literal sense, a fucking shit ton of Borderlands, particularly Borderlands 2. Everybody shut that, ever truly break controllers. Very big time. Yeah, I played a lot of Borderlands. We played a lot of Borderlands 2. We always got our games at secondhand shops. Particularly, there was this small chain called Gamers Haven in Western New York where I grew up. There was like 6 or 7 locations. They were doing pretty good for a secondhand store. And we were big into first-person shooters at the time, particularly my brother. We found Borderlands 2. He loved it. Eventually, we found Borderlands 1, but because it was pretty different, we didn't play 1 a whole lot. I have since completed the whole franchise. I never really got into Borderlands 3 after that came out. I haven't finished Borderlands 3, but I did 1, I did 2, we did the pre-sequel, and I did Tales from the Borderlands, which was it wasn't a first-person shooter, it was more like a story narrative, like visual novel almost. But no, just had a ton of fun with that. I probably have 400 or 500 hours in Borderlands 2, if I had to estimate, which of course is very hard to do, and you can't get like hour counts from consoles. But no, yeah, played a lot of Borderlands 2. And I always, and I mean always, played Maya, the Siren. And then once I had it on Steam, on a computer, and I had the expansion packs, if I wasn't playing Maya, I was playing Gage, the Technomancer. And she can summon a death robot. It's literally called Death Trap. Zombies just won't let up, will they? Unless fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you won't get any sun falling from the sky. Only game where you had issues with controller stopped working is because Dragon Ball games were mostly button mashers. Gross. I hate button mashers, and I hate rage games. Like Dark Souls, I played Dark Souls 3, I think. I don't think I finished it. I only played it because my ex was forcing me to. I was okay, but things that would take him 10 times to do took me about 50. I had fun with it, but I wouldn't play it again. Won't get any sun falling from the sky. Can still get some from sunflowers though. For you, got yourself some puff shrooms. Plant as many of those as you can. It'll be A-O good. Instead of A-OK, because he's a dumbass. Alright. Sunflower. I'm gonna need mushrooms. I don't really want to get the potato mine because I don't want to be tempted to get the... I'll get it in case of an emergency. There's no way I'll get them for Peter, but I'll go ahead and take the walnut with me. Alright, like you said, I'm not going to get any sun falling in the sky. I'm only going to get the sun from the sunflowers. Which is a bit of it, which makes it hard to use any of the daytime plants because they're expensive by nighttime terms. But the puff shrooms are free to use. The downside of the puff shrooms is that they only have a range of 3 blocks. So you'll notice, if I put this guy down, he's not going to shoot at this guy until he's on the first block. There you go. Because that's his range. You can, however, layer them up. Second guy getting them in the same row. We get a second one down, he will also start shooting once he's... There we go. There we go. So as long as you get multiple down, you'll be alright. These guys do the same amount of damage as the peas, so they really only need 2.5 blocks worth. Squares? I call them squares, sometimes I call them blocks. They only need 2.5 columns of space to kill a zombie. I always love the Venus flytrap eating zombies. Oh, the chompers? Yeah, they're pretty cool. I just don't use them much because they're inefficient. I'm all about efficiency. I have strategies for most of the levels. Like, most of the strategies are the same, but like certain levels, you're like, okay, no, this time I need such and such. I really don't like... Oh, hell yeah, got money now. Get money. Once you collect money, you start getting money for all sorts of stuff. I guess I didn't realize it was 2-1. I thought I didn't get money until like 2-4. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the medium. We're gonna get eaten. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you can get coins from zombies dying. You get coins from your lawnmowers being left at the end of the level. You'll get 50... I'm gonna go ahead and call it dollars because it uses a dollar sign. But you'll get $50 per lawnmower that's left. When you have pool cleaners in the pool level, those count too. And when you have roof cleaners on the roof, yes, you can fight on the roof, those count too. Alright. Zombies do not have to drop only the $10 coins. They can drop the 50s, and if you're very, very lucky, they'll even drop diamonds, which are worth 1,000. I really accept my favorite part of the game isn't even any part of the game. Not even a mini game, not even a puzzle or survival. It's specifically the Zen garden. You can have plants growing outside of the game, and they'll give you money. There's even like a newer game such as Garden Warfare. I played Garden Warfare, I think it was, on Facebook for a little while. Other than that, I've never played any of the newer zombies games. I've only played this original. Because I'm so familiar with this, everything else just feels wrong. Everything else just feels wrong. Alright, there's my third drink gone. The thing is that I don't drink them very strong, because I can't stand the taste of the alcohol. So I honestly don't know what proof my drinks are. It's just strong enough to taste that it's there, but not enough to make me not want to drink it. Collected $300 in coins so far. When you collect $750, I'll sell you something really neato. I believe it's an extra seed slot. Okay. I'm going to use the sun shroom instead of the sunflowers. The sun shroom, the first 5 sun it gives you is not worth 25 sun, it's worth 15. So the first 5 that it sends out are worth 15, not 25 each. So they'll give you 75 sun, and then they'll grow up and start giving you 25 sun a piece. I'm gonna go ahead with the pea shooter and the snow pea. And then I'll take the walnut and the cherry bomb again. I honestly doubt I'll use any of these. I go pretty hard with the mushrooms. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Each of the gravestones can will spawn a zombie in the final wave.
The zombies are coming. Brains?
So I want to make sure I have extra. puff shrooms in a row if I can. When you play the OG, it's hard to go to anywhere other than the OG. Yeah, exactly. Just bump my microphone. I'm not used to I tend to lean on my arm, and I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm not used to my microphone being down from my headset. Thank you, honey. All I gotta do is send him a message on Facebook. Wait for my drink for me. He's been spoiling me all week with my job. Like, I get home from work and he's got hot food ready. He's got dinner cooked. And then after we eat, freaking foot massage, the whole 9 yards. I'm very lucky to have him. I have the sun. I could put down proper pea shooters. I'm definitely gonna put one here because of the double cold stones. I guess we'll see if I can put the others. I don't bother with more than 3 columns of puff shrooms, because like I said, they can only shoot for 3 columns. So by the time the 4th one can shoot, the first one's already getting eaten. Thank you, honey. Straw spinning around and around and around. It's good. Booze like wine coolers are 8 to 9%. Beer's mostly 9%. No. We get vodka and then we mix it with shit. That's why I don't know what my proof is right now. We get vodka because it doesn't have much of its own flavor, so we can mix it with whatever the hell we feel like. Today, it's strawberry lemonade. And we go to Costco. Oh, there's my Ko-Fi. Okay, a little bit more sun, and I can put up the pea shooter. Last snow pea. There we go. That's not even my final weight now, so that's good. My first real experience with alcohol was vodka. I was at a little house party, and I do mean little. I mean, there were like maybe 7 of us total. I think it was 6, because I'm pretty sure. I had a crush on the girl who was hosting, but we worked together, and her roommate was out that night at her own boyfriend's place. So I was at this girl's house. She had 1 female friend and 2 guy friends over. So I think it's just the 5 of us. Yeah, it was just the 5 of us. I was drinking vodka and apple cider all night long. Probably close to 8 or 9 shots worth of vodka in like a 3-hour span. My first time drinking. Oh yeah, I got sick, had to lay down. Not physically, not literally sick, but like I felt like shit for like just out of nowhere for about 45 minutes. Had to lay down on the couch. They were still going in the kitchen, and then it cleared up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy. And girl I had a crush on got a little too messed up, so one of her guy friends went to take her to bed, and they were gone for a while. Find out the next morning they hooked up. She and him actually had a pact that if they were still single at 29, they'd get married. So I guess it was to be expected. I only found out they hooked up the next day because she saw on his Twitter that he said 12 out of 10 would bang again. I don't even remember their last names. I don't even remember the dude's first name. Her name is Kira. She was real fun. She was funny. I remember her being funny. I don't remember. She definitely was a child. She was a little chaotic. I was also admittedly I was 17. She was presumably 21, 22. That's not that important at this point. I haven't seen them since I lost that job. And that is the only job I've ever done. And it wasn't even entirely my fault. They had a very strict, this was TJ Maxx. They had a very, very strict tardiness policy, as in, as soon as it goes, if you're scheduled at 10, as soon as it schedules to 10:01, you're late. As soon as the clock ticks over, you're late. But because I was a minor, I was not allowed to clock in early. I had to wait for the turn of the clock. Everybody else waited for the turn of the clock because nobody wanted to start early anyways. So then there was a line at the clocking computer. And because you had to use a fucking 10-digit number and nobody else had theirs memorized, the line took forever. It could take over 20 seconds for a single person to clock in, and sometimes there were 4 or 5 or 6 of us. So I got screwed. Plus, for the last 2 or 3 months I worked at that job, I was driving not from my mom's house like I used to, but from my dad's house. So it was a 45-minute drive in good weather with good traffic. Let me tell you, it was not always good weather or good traffic, let alone both. So when winter hit, I was getting screwed big time. That's actually the one and only job I have memorized, my start and end dates. Okay, sun, perfume. Pea shooter, snow pea. I just took a cherry bomb just in case. But yeah, my start date was, I believe, it was September 16th, I think, 2015. And my last day, the day I got fired and walked out, was November 3rd, 2016. So I worked that job, admittedly, I only got 1 4-hour shift a week. Because they did that to people most of the time. Like, most people only had, like, 1 or 2 shifts. It was like, bullshit. But I had that job pretty much my entire senior year of high school. And I didn't have my license, my own license, until... It would have had to be... Actually, I don't know. I should have had my license. I don't know. The thing is that I graduated at 17. I didn't turn 18 until several months after graduation. So when I got the job, I was 16. Shit, I forgot about this. I fucking miss him because tunnel vision while I'm talking. Companies are so afraid you being one other etc. It's like, who cares now? It's like 5 to 10 minutes. I understand. Yeah, see, I wish that my first job had been at Wegmans. My mom worked at Wegmans. She worked at Wegmans for almost 30 years. In that time, she opened 5 different stores. And she probably would have kept opening stores, except she met my father. So she stayed at that location. Wegmans had a 7-minute tardiness forgiveness. Like, as long as you clocked in by 15:07, why am I using 24-hour standard? Anyway, as long as you clock, oh shit, give me a second, I'm talking too much to actually play. No, yeah, as long as you clocked in by 7 minutes after your start time, you were still considered on time. Like, you weren't considered late until the 8th minute. Which is great when you have snow for minimum 5 months of the year. And I guess it's 4, sometimes 5. Like, I saw snow by my birthday probably half the time. My birthday's November 12th. Okay. Let's rock this bitch. Not the walnut, it's a cherry bomb. Oh yeah, I'm talking too much to actually focus on what I'm doing. Okay. Plus, the haze of alcohol is starting to hit really hard. Not hard, but like, I feel it a lot more than I did 10 minutes ago. I was unemployed for a few months.
Are coming.
April, I started my second job. It was at a little mom and pop owned corner convenience store with a gas pump. Literally one pump. Two. It had two dispensers. It had one dispenser. There were 2 pumps. It was a double-sided thing. But it was just the one, you know, podium or whatever they're called. Which I should know since I work at a gas station now, but whatever. Oh yeah, so we had a bunch of convenient stuff. All of our stock was not ordered from companies. She would literally go to a proper big box grocery store, buy what she needed for her store, scan it to make sure the registers had it, which 30% of the time they fucking didn't. Seriously, at least 20% of the time I scanned something, it did not have, it was not in the system. Management fucking sucked. We had a new manager every, like, couple months. It was chaos. She should not have been running that store. She ran the bar next door just fine, but no, she should not have been running that little convenience store. It got bought out a little while after I left. Shit. I'm still talking too much. Okay, there we go. The fume shroom is cool because it can hit everybody at once in its field. It has the range of 4 instead of 3, and it can hit everybody in the building. The other thing it does is that it goes through this screen door. This screen door has like an HP of like 20 or 30, I think. But the fume shroom just ignores the screen door, hits the zombie directly. Let's see, I'm trying to fill in all my spots, but I'm having to really focus. Plus, you know, haze of alcohol. The little convenience store also had like a deli area. Still does, just under new management. So we made pizzas and subs, primarily. We also did wings. Actually, we did wings more than we did subs. We had a lot of sales for pizzas and wings. Especially on like Saturdays and Sundays. I worked there April through November. In that time, I met my first serious boyfriend, my ex, in Spain. It took me way too long to be an asshole. But I quit in November so I could go over to Spain to try and be with him. Did that a couple times too many. He came over exactly once. He had come over sometime in the summer. No, he came over that November, and then I had gone over to him, and then he came in that November, and I was like, it's nice to live together. I'll go back to Spain with you. Which I needed to leave that job anyways, but he he was a mistake. I'm not gonna say I regret it because it got me here now. I definitely let it go on a lot longer than I should have. It definitely took me way too long to see what a manipulative asshole he was. And if you see this, fuck you. Hey, I want to buy an extra seat. $750. This will be able to choose 7 seats per level instead of 6. Yep, that's what I thought it was. $750 to buy 7 seats, please. Save $5,000. Upgrade to 8 slot upgrade. Alright. Now yeah, he was a dick. Made some mistakes while getting over that relationship. But eventually it got me to jam. And I think I'm in a lot better place, especially now with a job that hopefully won't fucking kill me and actually pays me decent, because I've worked a couple jobs that paid absolute bull crap. Regular, snow pea, walnut. I am going to take like 3 minutes. I'm going to the bathroom. Just give me 2 seconds. As seems to be the usual. Okay, seems to be the usual with alcohol. I don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden I feel everything. Okay, going back into it. Let's go. Alright, we got more gravestones this time. But we have the Grave Buster, which, if you can't guess, will destroy the gravestones. We just gotta build up enough sun to use it.
Are coming.
was in the Be Right Back screen. I should have paused and checked my volume. So why the fuck I'm so quiet compared to the game? You know what it is? I fucking bet that instead of having my desktop audio turned down by like 10 decibels, I have my microphone audio turned down. And I'll have to switch that. I'll do that real quick between levels at some point. If I fucking remember, that's the challenge right now. If I fucking remember. I have a nice black smelter that I have sitting on top of my PC tower. Relax, I have a little cardboard piece so I don't get wax on my PC. But I have little tea light candles that go into it to, heat the wax and make it smell nice and all that. But sometimes the wax, if I blow out the candle when the candle's like already half burnt, it can't melt all the wax from the rest of the candle when it's gonna light it. So, and I don't like wasting the wax, so I'll just chop up the wax with literally a spare screwdriver that I have sitting here. So I'll just divide it up and then I'll just put that wax into the next candle as I'm burning it. So I was just putting a piece of wax into my next candle. Actually, I can put a few pieces in that one. Extra sun. Potions out. See, there we go. $50. Some of these doubles. I want to get rid of this one that's overrun, but I want to get rid of some of these doubles first. The Grave Buster is generally too quick to be eaten by the zombies unless you place it immediately ahead of the zombies. Like, as long as he's got a head start, he's generally okay, unless there's more than one zombie. But he can be eaten. So, try not to do that. Yeah. Please let this bastard die. In fact, good. I just got hired at a Circle K. At some point, I think I'm supposed to be training for like an assistant manager position, but as it stands, this location only has a manager. We pretty much only ever have one person in the store. While I was training, I wasn't supposed to be by myself, so the store manager had to be there with me. Sometimes it wasn't the store manager, it was somebody else. But I couldn't be by myself up until yesterday was my last day. So Friday, I can be by myself. Yesterday, there were accentuating circumstances. We had a call up for the evening shift. The manager had to cover the evening shift, so she left for like 4 hours in the middle of the day, and I was fucking stupid. But no, we generally only have one person in the store at a time, sometimes 2. But she actually just got the store manager position. The previous store manager is moving. I think it said she's moving state. She's moving back home. Maybe not back home, but she's moving to Kentucky. And she's the one who hired me. So the new store manager just started. Literally my first actual day of work was her first day as store manager. So she's learning the ropes of store manager. She's real good at it. She's done similar jobs at other. She's been a manager at other gas stations, just not Circle K. So she just had to learn the Circle K way. Meanwhile, but she's an absolute sweetheart. She has kids my age. She's completely understanding of social anxiety, making sure they're nice, all of that stuff. She knows it can be overwhelming because there's just so much to learn, but a lot of it's familiar, even if it's been a few years. So I think I'm doing alright. I can be better, but I'm doing pretty good for a week of training. People say I'm doing a great job and make me proud to be at a company, the next thing they turn on you. I don't think that'll happen at this job. We work pretty well together. Everybody seems pretty close-knit. There's one employee I haven't met yet, and I've heard talk that one of the girls, one of the only girls I did work with, is probably not gonna last. But I haven't heard talk of that since like my second or third day. Like I said, I had to do 5 days of training. So I don't know if that's still the case or not. She might have pulled her shit together. Might not have. I don't know. I hope she did, because she probably needs the job. As far as I know, she's got 2 kids. Alright, got the almanac. Now let's just look at our various plants. Yes, all of them have a little personality blurb. How can a single plant grow and shoot so many peas so quickly? Pea shooter says, hard work, commitment, and a healthy, well-balanced breakfast of sunlight and high fiber carbon dioxide make it all possible. These are funny, honestly. Sunflower can't resist bouncing to the beat. Which beat is that? Why, the life-giving jazzy rhythm of the earth itself, thumping at a frequency only Sunflower can hear. I want to explode, says cherry number 1. No, let's detonate instead, says his brother, cherry number 2. After intense consultation, they agree to explodinate. People wonder how I feel about getting constantly chewed on by zombies, says Walnut. What they don't realize is that with my limited senses, all I can feel is a kind of tingling, like a relaxing back rub. Love when games have little things like this. Yeah, it's great. Potato Mine. Some folks say Potato Mine is lazy, that he leaves everything to the last minute. Potato Mine says nothing. He's too busy thinking about his investment strategy. Folks often tell Snow Pea how cool he is, or exhort him to chill out. They tell him to stay frosty. Snow Pea just rolls his eyes. He's heard them all. Chomper almost got a gig doing stunts for the Little Shop of Horrors, but it fell through when his agent demanded too much on the front end. Chomper's not resentful, though. He says it's just part of the business. Apparently the Venus fucking flytrap is an actor. Repeater? Repeater is fierce. He's from the streets. He doesn't take attitude from anybody, plant or zombie, and he shoots peas to keep people at a distance. Secretly, though, Repeater yearns for love. These are great. Puffshroom. I only recently became aware of the existence of zombies, says Puffroom. Like many fungi, I just assumed they were fairy tales and movie monsters. This whole experience has been a huge eye-opener for me. Sunshroom hates sun. He hates it so much that when it builds up in his system, he spits it out as fast as he can. He just won't abide it. To him, sun is crass. I was in a dead-end job producing yeast spores for a factory, says Fiendshroom. Then Puffshroom, bless him, told me about this great opportunity to blast some zombies. Now I really feel like I'm making a difference. Yeah, little references sometimes. Despite Gravebuster's fearsome appearance, he wants everyone to know that he loves kittens and spends his off hours volunteering at a local zombie rehabilitation center. It's just the right thing to do, he says. This reads like a blurb on an old-fashioned dating app. Not even like an app, like old sites before apps were even a thing. Or like a wanted ad in a goddamn newspaper. Oh, I forgot to go back and do the zombies. Doesn't it's fun? Yeah, exactly. Ever play a game called Whack-A-Zombie? It's just like hunting squirrels, whatever the fuck those are. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn. Do you mean a groundhog? Do you mean a groundhog? I have seen those. Yeah, just like that. But instead of squirrels, it's zombies. And instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. And instead of me, it's you! Until I start getting overwhelmed, I can generally get them before they're fully out. Sometimes you can get sun from those killing zombies. And when you do, I usually spend it on grave busters. I don't ever save enough for the cherry bombs. Use the grave busters so I have less to deal with. Usually have some sun by now. They have a chance, there we go. I'm getting near like 75 sun. And also coins. Another gravestone. I'm getting so many gravestones and not enough sun. Honestly, it's a bit of a miracle I don't have any in the bottom realm. I might just get rid of that one so I don't have to worry about these three. I don't think I've ever gotten this amount of sun. I usually get so much more than this. I frequently have so much I can't spend it fast enough on the grave busters. This is very good. There we go. That's good. So yeah, I have it. I'm gonna spend it. I try to get what's forward most, prioritizing lanes, rows that have the most graves. Luckily, I don't actually anything higher than a bucket head. See, of course, not that one. Whack-A-Zombie. It's like Whack-A-Mole, which I have also seen. In fact, one time we caught a mole. I don't remember how, but we literally had a star-nosed mole. Like, in a plastic food container. I can remember it kind of vividly. It was a whitish, barely translucent plastic, but I can't remember what kind of container it was. Okay, sun, puff, fume, definitely the grave busters. I want the hypno shrooms for the football zombies, because these guys take so much damage to kill. If I had to guesstimate, probably 50 HP, maybe more. Oh yeah, let's go read some more almanac entries. Zombies are friends, asserts Hypnoshroom. They're badly misunderstood creatures who play a valuable role in our ecology. We can and should do more to bring them round to our way of thinking. Alright, zombies. This zombie loves brains. Can't get enough. Brains, 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 day in and day out. Old and stinky brains, rotten brains, brains clearly past their prime, doesn't matter. Regular zombie wants them. Flag zombie. Make no mistake, Flag zombie loves brains. But somewhere down the line, he also picked up a fascination with flags. Maybe it's because the flags always have brains on them. Hard to say. Conehead. Conehead zombie shuffled mindlessly forward like every other zombie. But something made him stop. Made him pick up a traffic cone and stick it on his head. Oh yeah, he likes to party. Pole vaulter. Some zombies take it further, aspire more, push themselves beyond the normal into greatness. That's pole vaulting zombie right there. That is so him. Buckethead zombie always wore a bucket. Part of it was to assert his uniqueness in an uncaring world. Mostly, he just forgot it. He put it there in the first place. Forgot it was there in the first place. Okay, whatever. Words. Newspaper Zombie was this close to finishing his Sudoku puzzle. No wonder he's freaking out. He got a screen door from the last inexpertly defended home he visited after he ate the homeowner's brains. Football Zombie. Not encountered yet. Yeah, he's right there, but he doesn't count yet. Yeah, that was a lot closer than Whack-A-Zombie usually is for me. Okay, we're gonna go to the main menu because we're gonna make my Zombitar. Yeah, okay, I know. Accept. Okay, skin. I can choose colors. I'm gonna go with really pale. Hair. I usually end up with a ponytail. Let's make it blue this time. Facial. I do not want facial hair. Actually, handlebar? Maybe. I'll think about it. Tidbits. Ah, right. You can do fucked up makeup, less fucked up makeup, just the lipstick, just the eyelashes, eyebrows, aggressive eyebrows, unibrow, surprised eyebrows. You can make one of your eyes a worm. You can make them squinty. You can make them dull. You can have a twitch eye. You can have a facial tattoo. You can have a little beauty mark, teardrop, who knows. I think I usually go with just this. And then you can also choose the color for it. That looks gross. Wait, if I make it pink. Yeah, it matches the little hair tie. That works. Eyewear. I'll come back to that later. Clothes. Can I give it a... Oh, it doesn't work on the avatar. This will make my flag zombies look like this. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with that. Accessories. We got spike collar. Actual collar. A bib. Earring. Different earring. It's a gauge. Gold chain necklace. It's an eyebrow piercing. That's a grill. Hoop earrings. Diamond earring. Lip piercing. Chin piercing. That looks like a Bluetooth old-fashioned Bluetooth headset. That's an arrow through the skull headband. Let's go with the hoop earrings. What color do I want them? Turquoise? Do I want to just make them pink? No, not really. Alright, let's go with the turquoise. Hats? I don't remember. I thought I remembered having cat ears, but that must have been a different game. Alright. No, 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 no. Maybe? No, it looks stupid with the ponytail. Viking, okay. I think that's supposed to be a beret, but I don't really like that. Pirate hat, turban. Okay, so no. Really don't care about the backdrop, but we'll go ahead and put that there. Okay. I said I would come back to eyewear. Sure, I can do some Cyclops. Or what is the name of the Star Trek guy who had visors like that? You ever hear Amelie sing anime themes? I don't know who Amelie is. Okay, we're gonna go with these glasses, and we're also gonna make them turquoise. Okay. We are going to consider that done. All done. Saved. Back. Okay. Back to my adventure. I think this drink is actually stronger. Okay, let's pick these out again. Got 2 left. No, this one. I think this drink is actually stronger than the last ones. Or maybe it's just because I'm actually feeling the effects. This drink's almost gone. That's 4. like I said, I don't know how much. I don't even know how much vodka is in this glass because Jam has made them for me every time. Hey, hon. Probably can't hear me. I think he's got an earbud in. Boop. See my Facebook message. He might have the Kindle with him. He might not. Hey, hon. How much alcohol is in this? I don't actually know. Because you made him.
2 shots.
About 2 shots worth of this stuff. So I'm on 8 shots. I've been sipping on these for a couple hours, so it's slow. I don't actually know when I started.
About 6 o'clock.
5:36. Let's say that. So yeah, 8 shots in 3 hours. And that's an estimate, probably at the high end. Ooh. I get sugar cookies tomorrow. Is that this year's version of a birthday cake? Yeah? Sure. It's completely unintentional. Hmm? Oh yeah, we have actual cake mix. Somewhere. In the pantry, but like, most of the baking stuff is in the same spot. Ah. Okay. Will I have enough? Okay, I really want to. Thank you. Okay. I probably won't get another zombie in that rope for him to eat, but at least I didn't have to fight him off. I would not be able to. Column of mushrooms? See, this guy was able to finish just as he started putting them in. Alright, do I want to keep talking about jobs I've had in the past? Not really. I could talk about the animes I've watched, which, I'm going to be full disclaimer, I have not watched any animes. It's only like 8 of them. Gonna be honest, oh, come on. Okay, I only have one. I thought I had multiple. Sun and get Graves busted. Because I can do that even after we finish. And get the coins from it. You always get a coin from busting the cage. There we go. And then fill in. There we go. Now it looks nice and even. Alright, got the scaredy shroom. I like this guy. He's long ranged, but you have to put them in the back because if there's a zombie in a 1 square range, he will hide, as in like duck down into the ground and stop shooting. So you don't want him where he might get a direct with, or where he might. Okay, but Scary Shroom, Puff, Fume, Grave Buster. I've got a football zombie, so I want a Hypno Shroom. And then I guess we'll toss in the Snow Pea just in case. Alright. let's look at the zombies. Football zombie. Football zombie gives 110% whenever he's on the field. He's a team player who delivers both offensively and defensively. He has no idea what a football is. And then plants. Scaredy shroom. Who's there? Whispers the scaredy shroom. Voice barely audible. Go away. I don't want to see anybody. Unless it's the man from the circus. I feel like that's probably a reference to something I don't know. Okay, so animes I've watched. Okay, I don't want to start the scaredy shrooms until I have a pretty well established sun shroom group. Animes I've watched. First one I watched was Hetalia. Now, full disclaimer, it is not politically correct, and I have not watched it in a long time. Like 2016 at the latest. It is, however, very funny. Last I watched it, I did not watch past season 3. Cool thing about Hetalia and why I started with that was because the episodes are really short. Like 5 minutes to start. After that, the first real anime I got into was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Still my all-time favorite. I watched a little bit of Death Note, but I accidentally read the ending on the wiki, so I never really finished it. I only got like a couple episodes in, and then I was googling something and had it like fucking spoiled for me. Let's see. What? I definitely want to scare this from here because I cannot let it show. I watched some of Noragami. I really liked that. And I was watching the sub, not dub. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I was watching dubbed. Death Note was dubbed. What else have I watched? It's been a long time because I haven't like properly watched anime in a while. I did see Dragon Ball Z. I saw Dragon Ball Z dubbed. I've seen... I am spacing so hard right now. Soul Eater. I watched all of Soul Eater dubbed. I try to watch subs nowadays. I generally prefer the subs. But once you start one, it's hard to watch the other because it just sounds so different. The other one I'm very familiar with would be Madoka Magica, which is a magical girl anime, but it is unlike any other magical girl anime I know of. Shit is fucked up. To give you a clue, a girl gets decapitated in episode 3. I will not tell you who, because that's spoiler enough, but shit's fucked. But the very first episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood I watched, I was like, this intro song fucking slaps. I'm gonna get the full version and learn it. And my friend's like, wait a second, keep listening. And then it got to the really fast part, and I was like, okay, I might not be able to, but I'm still gonna try. And for a while, I'm not kidding, I was able to do it. Only phonetically, and probably only semi-accurately, but I was able to do it. Believably well. Had a lot of fun with it. The way that I would learn, non-English songs, would be writing out the phonetics. Not literal phonetics like a dictionary would have, but just like what letters it sounded like they were saying. Which was not possible with this one, which is called Again by Yue, or Yue, I'm not quite sure of the pronunciation. It's very fun to do. I have not done it in a long time, maybe only 2 or 3 times in the past couple of years. So I what it sounded like on the back of my math homework. And I wasn't even done with the first verse, and I had already gone down the entire page. And I was like, this is not gonna work. So what I did is I had downloaded it on my phone, YouTube to MP3 converters for the win. Downloaded it on my phone, and then I plugged my phone into my dad's computer, and I used Windows Media Player, which had the ability to slow it down by like at least 75. I think I could slow it down to either quarter speed or half speed. I'm pretty sure it was at half speed. So I learned it at half speed, got it right, and then I put it up to regular speed, proper speed, and then I relearned it again to do it at that speed. And then for the hell of it, a couple times I did it at speed and a half because I could. That was at least a weekend's worth. Probably, I think I spent 2 weekends because I didn't do it the whole weekend. I'm not insane. Just only sometimes. No, I had a lot of fun with that, but it's been a long time since I listened to non-English songs. I have some Vocaloid on my phone. I went through a Vocaloid phase, but I don't really have any left on my phone. There's like a couple of my favorites. Like there's my flag guy. Got fucking demolished by the so yeah, I went through a little bit of Vocaloid phase. I do have one song on my phone that's Italian because it was very catchy and it was in Eurovision when I was in Spain during Eurovision. I don't remember which year. The song is called Soldi, which I believe translates to money. That I started a little bit. It's super fun, super catchy. But obviously I can't play it on stream because I'm sure it's copyrighted. The thing is, it either got first place or was a very close second place. But the thing is that it was popular, at least in Italy and certain parts of Europe, before Eurovision. Bless you! So like, it kinda had a leg up. Like, it was on YouTube for several months before this. And he wasn't super well known, but like it wasn't something to sneeze at. Like, he had publicity. Go ahead and take the ice shroom. The ice shroom freezes, like straight up freezes everybody temporarily, and then they're slowed for a while longer. Oh yeah, that song's catchy as shit. And there was one other Eurovision song that I had. Did my stream just crash?
We're coming.
Sorry, I just got offline message in my chat. Here, I'm paused. I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen so I can alt-tab. Why did my Twitch chat say I'm offline? That is so weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn my desktop audio down some more. Yeah, that's weird. I think I'm still live. Brad, if you can hear me, can you, like, say something in chat real quick? Actually, I'm gonna DM him. Oh, okay. No, yeah, it broke. Okay. I think I'm okay now. That was weird. I'm gonna give it a second just to see. No, yeah, I'm dropping frames hard in the last couple minutes. I had 25% 4 minutes ago, 59% 2 minutes ago, 43% a few seconds ago. Why? Why am I dropping frames? I know it tends to get laggy if you're doing a full display stream. But, like, I hoped it would be okay because Plants vs. Zombies is pretty low-key. Okay, I'm gonna hope that I'm okay now. And I'm gonna come back. Go back to my game. And just pray that it works. There is one other Eurovision. Oh shit, this zombie's gonna get too far. Let's put this guy here. So he has time to kill. And I'll dig him up later. One other Eurovision song that I know for sure I have is from at least a year prior to Soldi, maybe 2 or 3, but it's called Fuego. It's very catchy. She references something about a tiger. Fuego means fire, by the way. And I also know I have a Eurovision song called Heroes. The singer, probably songwriter as well, is named, I think either Hans or Mons Zimmerlo. Sorry if that's wrong. It's off the top of my head, and it's been months since I listened to it. But it's super catchy. It won Eurovision the year it was done. I want to say it was 2009, but it might have been more recently than that. It's super cool. It had really cool visuals. I highly suggest looking it up on YouTube. It was gorgeous. I want to make the dancer zombie bitch. There we go. Okay. It was really cool. And then another one I remember really liking for a long time, I'm not sure if I have it anymore, was called Fairy Tale. I'm pretty sure it was performed by Norway. It was also a finalist, if not a winner. And I know that this guy is still really big on TikTok. Not like super big, but he's got his own following. Like, he's still doing stuff. That one was really fun. It's very lively. It's done like a folk tune. It's really cool. I suggest looking that one up. Literally, he's playing a fiddle. Violin? I'm honestly not sure the difference. Technically, I think it's violin, but like the way he was playing it was more reminiscent of fiddle playing than classical violin. Think like really fun Lindsay Sterling stuff. Okay. Conehead zombie will die fine. Oh shit, I'm getting eaten up down here. Throw that guy down. I think I can beat everybody else. Okay, he lost his cone head, so I'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get what gravestones I can for the coins. Shit, let me switch back to chat. I don't know why my Streamlabs controller won't let me view my chat. It's very frustrating because instead of just switching menus, I have to straight up switch apps in order to see my chat versus control my stream. Okay. Fortunately, a couple suns short of getting that last one. Okay. Doomshroom is super fun. He can clear like half the map, but he leaves a crater, which makes it unplantable for a while. Okay. Sun, Scaredy, Puff, Fume, Gravebuster. I can manage the Dancer Zombie. In fact, let's look at him. Okay. Dancing Zombie's latest album, Brains or Roar, is already rocketing up the undead charts. Any resemblance between Dancing Zombie and persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Alright, Backup Dancer. Zombies appear in sets of 4 whenever Dancing Zombie rocks out. Backup Dancer Zombie spent 6 years perfecting his art at the Juilliard Performing Arts School in Zombie, New York City. Alright, I think it's been a couple since I did the plans. Okay, yeah. Ishram frowns, not because he's unhappy or because he disapproves, but because of a childhood injury that left his facial nerves paralyzed. Doomshroom, you're lucky I'm on your side, says Doomshroom. I could destroy everything you hold dear. It wouldn't be hard. Yeah, he's, something else. Alright, who do I need? I'll grab Snowpea and then Ishroom in case of emergencies. Because he can buy me some time. Sunshroom. I hope that disconnect wasn't enough to completely end my stream on Twitch and then restart it. I would hate to have to stitch that together.
Brains.
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom again soon. I did turn down my desktop audio in Streamlabs, so like it should be reduced a little bit. So hopefully it's easier to hear me than it was. I have no idea why my desktop is so much louder than me. Like, I have my game volume turned down as much as I can. And Jan said it was still hard to hear over the game. Which does not make sense to me. Oh shit, I got... I might... Okay, I'll get the food show instead of this baby. Okay. I'm gonna wanna destroy these gravestones so I can. But I also wanna be able to get the food show ASAP when I get screen. I have a jet as well. I have a friend that backed out the other day and broke her head open, checking in on her to make sure she's okay, etc. Oh my god, that's horrible. I hope she's okay and that she can get better soon. I assume she went to the ER, right? Did she get staples or stitches? I mean, I don't know what they do with a cracked skull. That sounds horrendous. I can't imagine the pain she's in. She has stitches. Okay. How many? Do you know? Do you know how many? I've only had stitches once in my life, and it was only 4. Jam didn't get taken to the doctor much as a kid because his dad hates doctors, so I don't know if he's ever had stitches. I know he said that there were times he should have had stitches. Not a clue. She's being very dismissive towards it. How the hell are you dismissive about a cracked skull? Blacked out. Like, blacked out drunk? Blacked out on something else? Like, I'm not judging. Whatever. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there, and shit's fucking rough. So, like, she's using something or has an addict. Like, that's tough. I hope she gets better, but, like, was there stuff involved? But they're just randomly back again. That's what I said. She has a habit of staying awake 30+ hours. That is not healthy! Oh my god, get her to a doctor. Like, literally drag her ass. I cannot imagine staying awake for 30+ hours on the regular. If I stayed awake for 30+ hours, I would be fucked up for at least a week and a half. That's ridiculous. Surprised she got sent home? Yeah. I would have made her stay. I would have made her stay. Or, like, stayed at someone's house so she'd have, like, supervision, I guess. That sounds bad, but, like, assistance if necessary. Okay, I've got all the great figures on this one. I guess I can waste some time on it. I almost have enough. Another one, really? I kind of want to start replacing my son's rooms with. Actually, I could just replace my school rooms with some snow. Let's do that. She has kids? She's staying awake 30+ hours and blacking out with kids in the house. That's terrifying to me. How many kids? Approximately what ages? Like, if it's like just a couple, like, still gross. Yikes. But, like, I didn't need to do that. Like, that's terrifying to me. That is terrifying to me. Happened twice in 2 weeks. They're little and fairly young. I mean, when they're young, it's hard to get sleep anyways, but, like, when I did home ec and when I did parenting classes in school, and yes, it was an elective in my school, and yes, I chose to take it, but, like, we had those, like, robot babies sent home with us. You had a little wrist bracelet that you had to swipe on the baby, like, it was like magnetic sensor. Only your wrist sensor would work, and if you didn't swipe the wrist sensor, any care you gave the robot baby did not count. You had to swipe it, and you had to take care of the child as quickly as possible, or you got marks on the grade. We took those things home over the weekend, and I learned that weekend, you have a child, you sleep when the child sleeps. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you sleep when the child sleeps, and if you have enough sleep, you might be able to get other shit done while this kid is asleep. I can't imagine staying awake for 30+ hours. I crashed after, like, 16, maybe I can make it to 18. But I need more sleep than the average human anyways. Had that too. Had a key you had to stab in its back and hold it for like 3 minutes. Yeah, ours was really interesting. Ours had a model that included a thermometer, so you had to keep it dressed properly, like different clothes, and you had to keep it warm. But ours did not have the thermometer in it, but ours did have sensors at the mouth so it could tell when you bottle fed it. It had motion sensors so you could rock it. It had sensors in the butt for the diapers. You had to see there were 2 different color coded diapers, and you had to change from one to the other, and they had different magnets so it could tell. And then it also had a sensor in its neck, so you had to support its neck because it was simulating like a 6 or 8 week old. I'm pretty sure 6 week old. So you had to support the neck whenever you held it too. And in fact, the only mark I got off for that whole weekend, and it wasn't a 2-day weekend, it was a 3-day weekend because I had it on my birthday weekend, which included Veterans Day. So I had this thing for an extra day. And the only mark I got off was that the neck didn't get supported one time, and it was bullshit anyways. So, and like the baby would cry, it would make whimpering sounds, and it would scream if you dropped its neck or if it had been too long since it got the correct care. Like if you took too long getting it what it wanted, it would scream, which of course was a pain in the ass because of course you have to figure out what it wants. So usually I think I would go change the diaper, and if it's still it would always make a like laugh sound once it was satisfied. So I would change the diaper. No, I think I tried bottles first. I would try giving it a bottle, and if it didn't start taking the bottle, I would go to the diaper. And then if it didn't work the diaper, I would try rocking it. And sometimes it straight up wanted to be rocked for like 10, 20 minutes. It was real funny because I was supposed to have my Sweet 16 party that weekend, but we had to postpone it for the next weekend because I was so exhausted from this robot baby. Here, let me keep going. I was so exhausted from this robot baby that I had to postpone my Sweet 16. I used to babysit for my nephew, who was easy to care for. The doll, not so much. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, my mom was like, we had an egg. And I'm like, you're a lucky bitch, but also it was the 70s. No, yeah, it was weird. It was a long weekend. But since I had to postpone my Sweet 16, keep in mind, I didn't do anything extravagant. I had 3 best friends that spent the night. We did a themed dinner. We did a themed breakfast. That was about it. We did stay out most of the night playing like Truth or Dare, and then doing like a group phone call with another friend. But no, it was pretty chill as far as Sweet 16 go. But because I had to postpone it, my best friend felt bad about it, and they offered to let me come over spend the night at their house with the baby. They let me bring the baby so I could just have a simple sleepover with them. But in the morning, we decided to make brownies. Keep in mind, I didn't sleep well, and probably they didn't either because of the baby. But we decided to make brownies the next morning. And just as we had cleaned up the batter and were like getting ready to put the brownies in the oven, I always like to look at the bowl, but the baby demanded to be rocked right then. And I'm like, I still want to look at the bowl. So I'm rocking the baby, and I had the glass bowl with the batter on top of the baby in my arms so I could eat the raw batter that was still left in the bowl. It was very, very funny to me. My friend took a picture of it. I'm sure it has been lost to time because I haven't kept regular contact with any of my high school friends. I reconnected with a couple a few months ago, but like that one lives in Albany, not where we grew up. But no, they were great. I mean, one of them, like I said, I basically had 3 good friends. One of them I knew. One of them I knew since before pre-K. Literally before pre-K, because our mothers were friends. One of them I met in kindergarten. I'm not giving names because identities and such. One of them I met in pre-K, and the other I met in 4th grade. And these people were my best friends through high school, through senior year, through graduation. In fact, the only graduation party I got invited to was my best friend when I met in 4th grade. And literally the way we became friends was because on parents' night, when they have all of the names of the kids written on the desks so the parents know, you know, this is where your kid sits and come stand here for the speech or whatever. That friend at the desk next to me, and she's like, your last name is spelled differently than it's pronounced. It should be pronounced like it's spelled. And I was like, shit, you right. And we were friends after that. They were right. I think I used E just now, but I shouldn't have. The other two were AFAB, she, her, but this one's not binary. Didn't come out until like senior year or year after. But they're really cool. Their fiance, probably spouse by this point. Like I said, it's been a while since I talked to them. Is also not binary. Have friends in 2nd grade, grew up same school, same house. Yeah, the thing is that my high school merged 2 elementary schools, so it was like real weird in 6th grade. It was real weird in 6th grade, like mingling with other people for the first time. Plus, there already were like friend groups, and by the end of 6th grade, they were like cliques and whatnot. Which was bullshit. My friend group was almost bottom of the ladder, which I was fine with. I didn't really care. What did suck was that I was the bottom of the ladder in my own friend group. That sucked. And I only know that because one of my friends had a party, and out of the friend group of 5 people, or 6, whatever it was, they were only allowed to invite one less than that, and I was the one left out. And I only found out about it because they were talking about it in school the next day, in front of me. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, you weren't there. Doomshroom. Crater. Got 2 more of these guys. Doomshroom again. I don't give a shit. Let's put up that Fumeshroom. Put up that Puff. Ice. Couple more Dooms. Our Hypno is 30. I don't really need this 30, but I'm just gonna do that. So I can keep this moving. Hypno, get some more ice shrooms, another Hypno. Is this guy? Okay, I was gonna say, is this guy alone? We'll eat those guys. Pardon me. But no, we came from a kind of small town. Let's see, this guy hides. Like I said, from 2 elementary schools, my graduating class, there were 79 kids who walked across the stage. By comparison, my mom grew up like an hour away, and in the 70s had a graduating class of nearly 300. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. To top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms, because they fall asleep during the day. Isn't that just dandy? Alright, I'm going to throw up my Be Right Back screen, because I have to use the restroom again. I will be back in a moment. Okay. I am back. I do not remember what I was talking about. Grab my water bottle. I might drink another glass later, but for now I'm gonna take it easy. Just get some more water and some electrolytes in me. Because of course I put water and special water into my normal water. I also grabbed a couple pieces of candy left over from trick-or-treating last night. Let's grab back into it. Lily pad, sunflower, pea shooter, snow pea, repeater, potato mine, walnut. Let's go. Starting to think your friend is epileptic? That's not good. The friend who blacked out? Or a different friend? Because epilepsy and seizures could explain the blackout. Because she blacks out. Yeah. That's interesting. But at the ER, they would have looked for signs of seizures, right? You would hope. You would hope they'd look for causes for the blackout. Process both ways. You hope the ER looks, but not every place is the greatest. Sadly. Yeah. Yeah. I can't say for sure if I've ever had that experience with healthcare, but I have had that experience with a car mechanic. For those who don't know, we took a road trip in early August to see family in our hometowns. I went to my mechanic, my usual mechanic, who is the one who sold me the car, and said, I'm going on a road trip. It'll probably be over 2,000 miles. I want a full diagnostic checkup. Those are the words I used. I want a full diagnostic checkup. They changed my oil and they said they checked the tires. That is it. 600 miles after we left home, just outside of Pittsburgh, we had a tire blowout on a 3-lane highway. Car mechanic friend who I have known since middle school and I trust with my life, honestly was metaphorically adopted into his family at one point, said it was a miracle I did not lose control of the vehicle and crash. And my mechanic said, sorry, you bought used tires. There's nothing we can do. Did not even acknowledge the fact that the tires had visible wear and tear, and that I should never have been allowed to take a long road trip on them. I shouldn't have been driving on them at all. There was visible drywall on the sidewalls of both my rear tires, and both of my rear tires had multiple punctures. When my driver's side rear tire blew out, the tow truck guy who came to put the spare on, because our jack wouldn't lift the car, he checked the PSI of the other rear tire, passenger side, and said it was at 8, not 32, and was also close to bursting. And then, so we had to, that was about 5:30 at night. By the time the tow guy was done, it was almost 6. Most of the places were closed for the night. The only places that were still open were some Pet Boys, and they were all about to close. We would not have been able to get our tires replaced at a Pet Boys until the morning. We were, however, able to buy the tires and have the tow truck driver's personal friend, who did owe his own tow company, put them on in his own driveway. So that's what we did. The first tire he put on went onto a severely damaged rim. My rear passenger tire has a very damaged rim. We should not be driving on it. We've been driving on it for over a year, and my usual mechanic guys never said shit about it. Never said anything about getting it replaced. But he used a whole bunch of extra sealant, got it on. He went to do the driver's side rear tire, which still had the donut on it, and found out the tire we had been sold had an 1.5 inch long gash in the sidewall and was completely unusable. Everywhere was closed by that point. It was nearly 8 in the evening. No, 7:30? It was nearly 7:30. So, nothing we can do. We toss it in the trunk, do the rest of the journey, another 160 miles, going 45 miles an hour on the spare tire. We should have gotten to our destination about 7:30. We pulled into the driveway at midnight. The next day, I've gotten an appointment at the place that my family friend used to own. He retired previous March. God bless him. He deserves it. New owners took care of me. Got me a new tire. Got it on. All that jazz. And I went back to my family friend's house, where he looked over the stuff. And, yeah, so all in all, I had to buy 3 tires, had to pay for the towing. I had called Pet Boys. I had called the Pet Boy I bought the tire from, said, hey, the tire we purchased has a hole in the side. It's completely unusable. It never even went on the car. She goes, oh no, that's horrible. Is everybody okay? I'm like, yeah, it never went on the it never went on the car. Nobody was in danger, but I can't use this. Can I return it at any Pet Boys? Because we weren't planning to go back through Pittsburgh. We were going a different way. She said, yes, it can be returned any Pet Boys. We get to a Pet Boys in Columbus. It was right on our route, didn't even have to take a detour. And they wouldn't do the return. We spent over an hour at that Pet Boys. They would not do the return. Over a month later, after we got back, we finally get fucking any customer service from Pet Boys. And no, I have to return it to the Pittsburgh store we bought it from, which is 600 miles away, and they still might not do the return. So I'm like, alright, I guess I'm out that $166. So, all in all, between 3 tires and the tow truck, I'm out $646. I did the math. That's fun. That's fun. I'm just lucky we're safe. It was a very stressful time. So, what was supposed to be a little vacation before we buckled down and searched for jobs was not a vacation at all. In fact, I didn't actually have the money to cover that. My brother was kind enough to pay the $143 at the hometown auto place that did the driver's side tire. So I owe my brother some money. I owe my mom some money. But at least I have a steady paycheck now. Because it's been tight for a while. No, yeah, when I got this job, it had a huge weight lifted off of me. No, yeah, it was terrifying to be stuck on the side of a 3-lane highway. Cars going past me at 65 miles an hour minimum. We were like right next to a guardrail over like a steep drop, so like even pulled over as far as we can. Like couldn't open the doors more than like halfway because we were so close to the guardrail. And he was still laying on the rumble strip trying to get the spare tire on. Like, I had an emergency roadside kit, so I had like a little reflective cone I could put up. But with the speed the cars were moving, that thing didn't stay put. I had to prop it against the roadside kit's bag for some weight. And I stood out by the back of the car to make it all more visible. But still, less than half the cars in that lane moved over to give us room so that we would feel safe. It was terrifying. Hell yeah, there's a Zen... Oh, minigames, not Zen Garden. I forgot minigames get unlocked in 3-2. That is a completely accidental pattern. Snow Pea, regular Snow Pea, regular Snow Pea, regular. I'm about to fuck it up because of this cone head. No, yeah, that was a bunch of fun. Jam brought me a cup of pink lemonade, so I'm not even drinking my water now. Okay, switching back to water. I've got some lemonade in the corner. Yeah, so I've been thinking about switching mechanics. I intended to switch mechanics, but my mom was over there today, her car, and she said Louis was apologetic about not being able to help me. He said that he'd still help me. But like, I lost a lot of trust in those guys. Like, I felt like family with them, and this happened. I'm like, no. So, I don't know yet. Because he was insistent that, like, he just kept saying, there's nothing we can do. We always insist on new tires when we sell tires. And I was like, no, you don't. Like, the last time they asked us if we wanted new tires was 2.5 years ago. We've gotten tires at least 6 times since then. Probably 8 or 9. And they have never asked us if we wanted new or used. They just straight up given us used every time. There was one time, we think, where we specified new tire, and they did. But other than that, they've always given us used, not even, like, presented it as an option. Just like, I found out I had used tires, not new tires. because this happened. I didn't even know I wasn't getting new. So, bunch of bullshit. Like, these guys have done a bunch of shit for us. Like, my mom had a Grand Cherokee back before the name change. And the gas tank fell off. And they put it back on and got her a salvage title. And that thing drove for another year or two. I was driving it. And then we realized the frame was getting rusted out. Honestly, the axle was in danger of falling off. Like, you could put a fist through the frame. If anything was going to work anywhere. Went off the road into a ditch with a little blue Ford Focus. When they towed me out, my car hit a field mouse nest. When they pull it out, all you see is a swarm come out. Most tires have to be changed probably like 2+ times a year. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so the gas tank fell off. They got it back on. Had a salvage title, and then I drove it until they saw the rust in the axle, and it was literally, they referred to it as a death trap, and that was because it'd been driven on roads up north where they put salt on the roads. Am I gonna be able to kill this guy? His helmet isn't even off yet. Here, I'm gonna do this. That should do it. No, yeah, it was, and at that point, I still thought I was gonna move to Spain, so I didn't want something expensive, I just wanted something temporary, and he sold me, he had just started selling cars, and he sold me his personal vehicle. Like, he usually drove a motorcycle, this was the car he drove in when it was raining and stuff. It was a little 98 Pontiac. I don't remember the model. And it just, I drove that for almost a year. By that point, he had sold my mom a car for my brother. I think it's a Kia Optima. And then when the little Pontiac broke down, he sold me my current car. Just fucking whack that after all that, he wouldn't even acknowledge that this was possibly preventable, you know? I'm gonna buy an extra seat slot. Yeah. Alright. You know, like I said, it had visible wear and tear. I had dry rot on the sidewalls of my rear tires, plus multiple punctures in both the rear tires. They didn't even check my tire pressure. But, nope, he just kept saying, sorry, you bought used tires, nothing I can do. There's no warranty. Nothing else. Ugh, I'm getting a headache. I've been going for 2.5 hours. I'll probably call it 2. I think I'm gonna get through 3-5. Want to get through 3-5, and then maybe I'll call it that. Right rout's not good. Multiple holes is bad. I had a blowout on a highway once. The tire blew up and out the side of the hood of the car. Jesus. No, yeah, mine wasn't like a catastrophic failure. we were just driving along, and then all of a sudden there was this horrendous roaring noise with like a thumping, like a kind of thing. And I was like, what the fuck is that noise? And I did not mean to put down the repeater, and I did not mean to put it down there. And Jam was like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm gonna pull over so we can check it. So I pulled over. From the time the noise started to the time I pulled over, distance I pulled over was at most 200 feet. Maybe 300. Keep in mind, we were going 65. I was just lucky to be in the rightmost lane. No, yeah. So pulled over. Jam was in the passenger seat, so he got out to look, and he's like, "Our driver's side rear tire is completely flat. It's gone." And I was like, "Oh, that's great. That's great." And then it just went downhill from there. Like, from the time our tire blew to the time we got back on the road, even with just the donut and the other tires replaced, was minimum 2.5 hours. So, that's fun. No, yeah, we're lucky it didn't damage other parts of the car. Fantastic luck when it comes to cars. My grandpa used to say, he passed a couple years ago now, but he used to say, and he's quoting somebody else, I think a song, I don't remember who, but he used to say, if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Your dad too? Yeah. I don't use it very often, but I always remember it. I think it's just like an old man thing. See, these snorkel zombies don't get hit because they're down in the water. And once they pop up, they get fucked up. In fact, I tend to put an empty lily pad in front of my shit just so they get popped up without damaging my plants. My fighters. Naturally born bad luck, I think. That's fair. That's fair. I'm really glad you're in chat. I usually don't have anybody chatting with me, and it's really nice to like have a conversation. It feels like I have direction. Whereas if I don't have somebody in chat, I tend to be quiet a lot of the time, and it's not a very empathic string. There goes my co-pilot again. I think it's set to go off like approximately once an hour. I think it's supposed to go off once an hour. Jiminy Christmas, your friend decided she's gonna stream. She needs rest. Some people are just not thinking about their own health. Is this the girl who doesn't sleep for 30+ hours? Yeah. Oh goodness. So she doesn't get enough sleep. She's had multiple blackouts. She has she has kids, and she screams. I think she needs some help. She needs some help. Is she raising the kids by herself? Please tell me she has help with the kids. Welcome always helps to have people to talk to. You think she lives with her mom? Alright, well, at least Grandma can help with the kids. Hopefully. I don't know what Grandma's got going on. I think that's the only way she can have help. Yikes. Yeah, okay, I know it's not really any of my business, but where the hell is her father? Or fathers, who knows? You don't know she's single Pringle? I can barely imagine having a child while I'm in a steady, committed relationship. I would never imagine to bring a child into the world with just myself, you know? I can't. Like I said, I could barely handle that robot baby. A real baby's a lot less forgiving. In most cases. I know some are extraordinarily easy to care for. Some people just can't handle their pressure. Yeah. I used to really want kids. Like, I had it planned. But I don't know if I can handle that. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Let alone financially. That's gonna suck. Okay. And then I put that in the wrong spot. Okay. That should get it done. Okay. Putting that down sometime. There we go. Okay. Back. I'm gonna let the tangled kelp get that bastard. Thank you. Mentally, there are kids having kids. Yeah, no. Like, the people getting pregnant in high school? I can't. Cannot imagine. And I understand, you know, teenagers are horny, they experiment, and they have fun and all that jazz, but like, no protection? None? Like, I know sex ed is kind of lacking. I mean, at my school there was like one mandatory course, and then the actual in-depth course was an elective. No, wait, no, I am remembering wrong. There was a mandatory course. It was parenting that was elective, but sex ed was mandatory. No, but like, I can't. We had a couple kids argue with the sex ed teacher about sex ed. particularly conception and protection. And I'm just like, dumb? Like, they were really dumb arguments. I remember having, and I do mean having, like, it was mandatory to play a specific game in one of our computer classes. And it was designed to be like an MMO, like almost like a Roblox-esque, before Roblox was a thing. And I remember it was like teaching about like sex ed misconceptions and stuff. Like, you can't get pregnant if you have sex in a hot tub, or the pull-out method, you know, stuff like that. Water? Did you redeem my hydrate for me? No. Okay. You just reminded me. No, yeah, just like that's a thing. Oh, you forgot you had the plant in the water? Oh, okay. You were telling me, hey, watch the pool. Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, I'm okay most of the time. I'm kind of spaced out right now, especially with the talking and the buzz I've got going. But no, I'm pretty dandy. I'm sitting pretty right now. There are two guys there, so I'm gonna toss down a walnut. It was really funny. It was really, not funny, but like ironic funny. Because my class was almost the first graduating class in at least 10 years to graduate without a teen pregnancy. And then one girl went and fucked it up. And I mean fucked it up. Like, her due date was close to the graduation ceremony. Like, she joked about, like, we all joked about what we would do if she went into labor during the ceremony. I mean, it's a small town, so like several of the parents and even some of the kids, when I say kids, it's in my own class, are like volunteer EMS and firefighters. Like at least two of them were EMS. Like they would have been able to like keep her stable until actual EMS got there, you know. But it still would have been a hell of a ceremony if she started contractions while people were crossing the stage. Luckily, that did not happen. And I also remember there was, sex ed had like 3 or 4 mothers in it. So they said, why can't they just use their own kids versus their robot baby? Oof. Big, aw, I just missed a coin. Big oof on that one. Yeah, like, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh. There was a girl the grade below me. We shared our birthday. We had the same birthday. And our names were really similar. But she was pretty popular for her grade, and like I said earlier, I was not. I was near the bottom of the ladder. But she got pregnant too, like in her junior year. And I was like, I'm seriously funny. I can see on graduating. Yeah. Yep. Would have been memorable. My school was built in 1938. I think 1938 was the first year it was like used and stuff. And they buried a time capsule in front of the school, and it was going to be opened on the 100th anniversary. Now, keep in mind, the 75th anniversary was only like a year and 2 before I graduated. So I was like, if nothing else happens, even if I don't get invited to any high school reunions, I want to be here for the time capsule opening. Well, the school did a reno and opened the time capsule early, so I didn't even get to have that. But my dad said it was anticlimactic because, like, most of the stuff got destroyed because the capsule had been breached at some point. Just accidentally because of tear and stuff. Oh my god, did I have 3 bucket heads there? I might have got one, might have not. I'm gonna throw a tingle coat down as soon as I can. Oh, okay, I still had one there. And my dad knows how the time capsule went because he's a custodian in the school. He's like head custodian. Head of maintenance and custodians at the elementary school that's still operational. One of them got shut down due to lowered population, that kind of stuff. Me and a dude you were with in horticulture during proms, etc. When guys would give their girlfriends corsages, we would change the tag to our name and stuff. Oh, that's funny. On the car key, you know what that means? Crazy Dave's Twitty Dinkies is open for business. Have a look, see if you can't find something you like. I do like to take the rake. The rake is pretty cool because it will kill the first zombie of the next 3 levels. Funny thing about the zombie process, sometimes it makes them come out real little and real mean. Defend your shins. See, they're little. Get a conveyor belt for this one. There's the rake. Yeah, the pool cleaners make it so they can go all the way across to clear out. Whereas the lawnmowers just go get that zombie and then fall into the pool. I think they actually take less hits when they're little. Can I get some more lily pads, please? Here it is. Oh shit, he's going. Fuck it, he's fine. Keep going. There we go. Okay, I gotta just defend that lane hard then. Because I don't have a backup. That's not where I meant to put that, but okay. Those guys. Here comes another football zombie. There's so many right now. Okay, I gotta get that guy. off here and get some dinner. And yeah, okay. I'm about to end it anyways. You have a nice night, and I will do the same. Let's go back to the main menu. I will go ahead and end the stream before I quit the game. I'm not able to check that. Actually, I can check if there's somebody to raid real quick. Nobody I'm following. Let's see if there's anybody even in category. Literally any Plants vs. Zombies is fine. Garden Warfare. Battle for the Neighborhood. There's only 2 people right now. Alright. Then no raid going. Have a nice night.